AI 베이스가 무료 배포 중입니다. 베이스 꿀템이에요. 다양한 연주 패턴이 가능해 업앤다운, 슬랩, 뮤티드 등의 기능이 들어있어 건반으로 다양한 스타일의 연주가 가능합니다. 드라이브, EQ 등의 FX도 포함되어 있어 사운드 디자인 또한 가능해요. 다운받는 법은 장바구니에 넣고 영원 결제 후 받아서 사용하면 됩니다. 멜로다인 5 에디터 업그레이드가 33% 할인 중입니다. 기존 어시스턴트 소지자분들은 업그레이드가 가능해요. 멜로다인은 에센셜, 어시스턴트, 에디터, 스튜디오 순으로 버전이 올라가요. 각 버전에 맞는 업그레이드가 할인 중이니 맞는 걸 선택하면 됩니다. 보통 무난하게 어시스턴트 에디터를 많이 사용합니다. 코드 딸 때 쓰면 좋아요. 보컬 튠 잡을 때도 꿀입니다. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
Lines, and then we have these parts right here where it's these little vertical lines on the blobs of audio. So the blobs, that just means there's audio there. That is sound. That's your vocal track. The line, that is going to be the vowel sounds, and the line is the pitch of that audio. But then this right here, these little vertical lines, that's actually a consonant sound, like a t, p, s, k, one of those sounds that doesn't have a pitch to it. In previous versions of Melodyne, you used to have to chop these off because you can't tune that, and then you'd have to tune the vocals here. Melodyne 5, though, they fixed that problem, and this does recognize the consonant. So you actually can just grab this in any 5th generation Melodyne plugin, and you can just come up to the macro slider and just change the pitch. And then you could probably just change the pitch drift too. Boom, it's tuned up. So let's go ahead and just play that. Me and you down in Bermuda. Done. So that's how you tune vocals extremely fast in Melodyne. But that's more of an auto-tune approach. This program lets you get way deeper into it. So if you want to change an individual note and fine-tune anything,
FX 컬렉션 4가 40% 할인 중입니다. 아투리아 이펙터 모음이에요. EQ 컴프, 리버브, 필터 등 곡 작업에 필요한 꿀템이 많습니다. 디스트, 콜드파이어, 테임 멜로파이, FX, 프래그먼츠는 쓸만해요. 믹싱할 때 좋습니다. 코러스, 준6, 리버브, 플레이트 140도 꿀이에요. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
And then there's a little bit of snare bottom where I usually use a 76. And it just works. Also on the bus, so where all the drums go in, including the reverbs and everything, I manipulate that with a bit of a Neve flavor because it's always good. This is my drums without the bass processing. Then I add the Neve, which literally I'm just, helping out a few frequencies that bring out the elements I want to. And this is something I do quite often. Sometimes I want to try and get a vibe, so I scroll through the presets, find something that sounds great, and don't even look at what the name is. It doesn't matter. In this instance, it happens to be drum bass, and then I always tweak it. And then after that, I go into the beautiful bass force. My dry path is going straight to the clipper. The clipper is on the output, so the clipper will affect the whole thing. But that's perfect because I use the clipper just to get rid, again, to a little bit more of those transients, trying to get a little bit more loudness without destroying my transients. And the clipper is really good at that. So start with the clipper off. What I do is that I start working on a parallel compressor. Decide what elements I want to have.
매시브 X가 50% 할인 중입니다. N9는 지금 썸머 세일 중이에요. 평소 관심 있던 제품은 지금 사는 게 이득입니다. 업글되고 이전보다 좀 더 사운드가 깔끔해졌어요. 조작도 직관적입니다. 특히 익스펜션이 쓸만한 게 많아서 추천드려요. 저렴할 때 득템하세요. 리틀 알터보이가 50% 할인 중입니다. 보컬 믹싱 꿀템이에요. 굉장히 간단한 조작으로 다양한 사운드 연출이 가능합니다. 힙합 R&B는 물론 EDM, 레트로 등 모든 장르에 사용 가능해요. 소리가 깔끔하게 먹여져서 초보자분들이 쓰기 좋아요. 반값 할인으로 저렴할 때 득템하세요.
You can hear it kind of retains a lot of the integrity of the voice, where if you come into Ableton and then you shift this up, sounds a bit chipmunky, where this doesn't. So I like that, that's a cool feature. You can also reset these controls by double clicking on them. You can see how it moves up in whole semitones, so these represent semitones. You can also remove the snap to semitone by holding shift and then dialing in the pitch exactly where you want it. Now the formant control, this is actually one of my favorite controls of the whole plugin. This is what's used to change the vocal tonality of the voice box, meaning it can turn a male vocal into a female vocal or vice versa.
There is something magical about you.
How cool is that? I really like using this idea on backing vocals, using this to create backing vocals from my main vocal. You can duplicate the main vocal and add some little AlterBoy and change the formant controls to make it sound.
디캐피테이터가 60% 할인 중입니다. 썸머 세일 기간이라 전부 역대급으로 할인 중이에요. 간단하게 디스토션을 먹일 수 있는 꿀템입니다. 프리셋 써도 되고 직접 손봐서 믹싱해도 돼요. 드럼, 베이스, 기타 등에 걸면 상당히 캐릭터 있는 사운드를 만들 수 있어요. 저렴할 때 득템하세요.